It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Browns and the Steelers, all that and more, coming up next.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. All right, football fans, settle in because we got bragging rights on the line in this one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard here with you as we get set for a division rematch. Brock, one side seeking a sweep and the other looking for some revenge after how that first showdown went.
What do they say about familiarity? Familiarity does what?
It breeds something, Brock. It breeds, contempt.
It breeds contempt.
Yeah.
These teams don't like each other. They can fake it. They can say all the right things in the papers. They don't want any bulletin board material. But the fact is, you know your division foes better than anybody, and they know you. And that familiarity does bring a little extra heat into this matchup.
One final month to push for the playoffs or start preparing for the future. Here we go. It's Week 14. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here they come now to take over on offense. They're led out by the four-time MVP who's been in this league since 2005, Aaron Rodgers.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Completes a DK Metcalf. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. Warren here from the gun. They'll cobble together a yard there. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
He's contained at the line for no gain. Myles Garrett coming in for the stop. No gain here after a gain of only 1, and now they'll face 3rd and 9. Rodgers here from the gun. Escapes out to the left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. So here are the Browns, University of Colorado.
2 numbers that a lot of people were focused on from his performance last week. That would be 3 and 0, as in touchdowns and interceptions. That's a quarterback who was efficient, aggressive in the right spots, but like that letter W, picking up the win in that ball game.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. They give it to him again. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Here's Jerome Ford for the first time this game. Broke through the tackle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Second and 10 now. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. Third and a lone yard coming up. Ford straight ahead. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Forced out to his right. That's Tillman. He's got it. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's got a nice gain down inside the 10-yard line. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal. Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns have a great first drive and get the game's first points. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of...
Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again, unlike these officials who got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
No change to the call on the field, so that play's going to remain a touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
On second down, Warren. And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes them to 3rd and 5.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Catch is made down the right sideline. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's a Steelers first down. This is Johnson heading right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, a bigger gap in the future.
And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh first down. They'll go again with Warren. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It was University of Wisconsin, Kate, the first time I heard this term, slow to explode through. And think how good that Badgers run game has been at the college level. Well, they made runs like that look easy. Slow to explode.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
I know he started the play as a defender. Gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back. He looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It'll make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I don't think he just...
Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession. Trying again, following the sack. That'll be complete to Ford. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm, and a nice little gain on top of it.
The Browns looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes their southpaw, Corey Bojorquez, to handle it. And the fair catch made here at the 15. No return on that punt. And the Steelers will take over deep on their own side. The Steeler offense set to get back on the field. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Warren wants the first and more. And he's all the way forward to the 37-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10. Now a give to Johnson, coming right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Walking a tightrope there, but he makes the grab in bounds.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. Headed out right. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The Steelers set to punt it. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. The Browns are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. To throw it on 1st down. And he already has a passing touchdown in this game. As you can see, That's what he's done with regularity all year, sitting among the NFL leaders in that category. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. A give up the middle to Ford. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. They'll throw it. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Escapes the pocket. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's complete to Ford. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. On 1st down, they'll run. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The throw is caught. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Tackled there by Jerome Baker. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Warren once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of 2 follows up a gain of 1, and now they're left with 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, Rodgers. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Corliss Waitman out there again to punt this away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this fly. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose! And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The Browns getting their offense out there. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Dropping back to throw. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Now looking to throw. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces third down. He's going to throw this one. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's good for Cleveland, first down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. The flag makes this third down and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down. Dustin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And things starting to get a little out of hand for him, Brock. That last score made it 17-zip. Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Play fake. It's Rodgers. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he crosses midfield before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's a Steelers first down. A toss running left. Warren. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Into the hands of Pat Freiermuth. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Rodgers will look to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Trying an inside give to Warren. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Warren running between the tackles. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. And it's the Steelers, needing 8 on 3rd down.
Inside.
Pressure comes, Rodgers. He's on the move. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Dicker connects there. And the gap closes to 14 points.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Returns looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now we see the Browns offense headed out. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. They go play action on first. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Steelers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, we all know, Brock, those slot guys start piling up receptions, and that makes them a priority target for the defense.
Yep.
They kept someone nearby, and they pick off that check down.
Yeah, if a play breaks down in today's football, like back in my day, last century, well, you checked it down to the running back. That's not the case anymore. These slot receivers, well, they're as big a security blanket as running backs are, but the defenses, to your point, Kate, they figured it out too. And that defense, well, they didn't just figure it out in their head. They went out and executed with their bodies to take it away.
And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. All right, set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. George Pickens the touchdown. Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. The Browns going on offense here very late in the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. He'll throw it. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So that's halftime here in this one. The Browns on the road, but currently in front. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And from there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. J.J. McCarthy and Justin Jefferson. J.J. to J.J. hooking up on a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Nelson Aguilar, a touchdown reception. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Huard. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. And for the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. Now Boswell on to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cleveland offense headed out for this first series of the second half. The touchdown dropped this back to a one-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Running it now out of the gun. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Patrick Queen arranging in for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Throw wheeled in by Njoku. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They give it to him again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Quick pass, right side, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. And that's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Got a man, it's Njoku. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. This game has already been a good one for him, Brock. And hey, there's still time he could add on even more.
And you just feel his aggressive mindset all game long. As there's time left, he's going to want to keep on firing and turn a good performance into a great one.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down after a nice run and some extra effort. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. David Njoku, the touchdown. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Steelers and George Pickens set for this next possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
2nd and 3. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Rodgers here from the gun. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Greg Newsome has it. And the Browns take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series. Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. Play action on first down. Complete out to the right. The defenders are there to get him at the line. Deshaun Elliott with that tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Ford straight ahead. They gain 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another one for Ford. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Let's go now.
First down, ball at the 36. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down for a loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. He breaks the tackle. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Minkah Fitzpatrick in on the stop. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Throwing it. And he's there to knock away the pass and force a 4th down. Justin Hopkins is going to try this Browns field goal. He was money on his first field goal, Brock. His second coming a little inside of 50 yards. Carlson's kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Steelers offense headed out. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down. Warren here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Jump out!
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
It's Warren on 3rd down. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a gain of 4 there. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. They'll go again with Warren. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. From the secondary, Grant Delpit on the tackle. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Rodgers set to pass. It's caught Metcalf. They'll touch him down a couple of yards away from that marker. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Warren. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now here's Rodgers. Freiermuth there to bring it in. And they touch him down. Looks to be about 4 yards short of the 6. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Now a give to Warren, coming right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, Rodgers. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front ready to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Steelers cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Cleveland offense back out and getting set for the drive. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Ford. Jukes one defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line. He gets a half dozen on the carry, and that's also going to bring up 3rd and 6. Staying on the ground with Ford. And they take him down right along the 30. That's good for 7 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. A give up the middle to Ford. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And he's brought down for a loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. This is Ford on the handoff. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Buys time, rolling right. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down. Carlson's kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
So new kickoff for 5 on the touchback. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here.
Hey, you block over here.
They'll start the drive with Warren. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Second and 6 coming up here. From the 34. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, those big guys are taught if you can't get to the quarterback, the next best thing is to get your big paw in the air and knock that ball away.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They send him left out of the slot. On 1st down, they'll run. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. 2nd and 3 now. To throw, Rodgers. Metcalf there to bring it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. New set of downs for him at the 38. 88. Shotgun handoff to Warren. And he ranges forward to the 31 before they bring him down. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 31. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Denzel Ward makes the play.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Jukes out a 1-stop. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Browns a first.
Let's go.
Back to the well again. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you what, anytime we get to see this safety display his range, it's a thing of beauty, not just in the passing game, but look at him navigating all that traffic downhill and applying the hit to stick it behind the line.
And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. He gets him 8, and that's going to set up 4th down and 2. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he'll try to have his 2nd punt top his 1st one. And this one is crushed. Wow, beautiful punt here. That is going to go for 60+. The Steelers and Aaron Rodgers headed back out on offense. And I don't think we can really call these highlights, partner. Shall we just call them replays as we re-examine his performance so far in this one? 3 interceptions mixed in among his work. It's really limited a lot of what he's been able to do out there. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Throw complete to Warren. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line. 2nd and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Working quickly here. Here he is on 3rd and long. Escapes the pocket. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers down by a very unlucky 13. 4th and forever coming up. Now to throw. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Browns have likely locked up the win right there. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock, and how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle, well, it can mean a touchdown.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. On the return, here comes Austin. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And turnovers, well, we all know, never okay for the players, certainly not okay in a coach's eye. And with as many as they've had here, Brock, gonna be tough to play these highlights back after this game.
Yeah, tough but essential, Kate, because watching these plays, this is the difference between good and great. I got to be around Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning didn't watch his highlights. He watched his sacks. He watched his interceptions. He wanted to critique himself through these difficult circumstances. And when you do, well, you can become a Hall of Famer like Peyton.
The Steelers calling their first time out. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down throw by Rodgers. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. First down, Rodgers. Catch made over the middle. And he's taken down at the 30. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. They'll throw again. Rodgers. Left side, caught by Metcalf. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
58.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. And they will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers get it back to within 2 possessions. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. Point after up and good from Boswell. And the Steelers drop the lead back to 13. So even after the score, they're still down 2 possessions. Time not exactly on their side as they try this onside kick. And the Browns are on that one. So that should just about do it here. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49.
Let's go now.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Browns just kneeling out the clock in this victory now. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. Lining up to take a knee on second down. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Browns will take this win home with them. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
It's Week 15 of the NFL, and this one features Jerome Ford. He should be a busy man out of the backfield. It's the Browns and the Chiefs, and it comes your way next.
It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Through the bye weeks and into the race for the postseason. Week 15 is underway on EA Sports. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out is fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
All of us as sports fans, we know those players in the other sports that when we just think of the greatest to ever do it, a skill set that's different than everybody else, immediately a player pops in your mind. And while we have seen GOATs like Tom Brady and Super Bowl winners many times over like Bradshaw, Montana, and Aikman, there's just not many that have ever done it with the flair, the style, and the skill set of Patrick Mahomes.
Yellow.
One of the tight ends motioning right. Mahomes got to throw on this first play. That one finds Xavier Worthy. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Present.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker.
Foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. So here come the Browns on offense, readying for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by this promising young signal caller out of the University of Colorado.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
And he found some running room for a nice game. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, it's Ford. Escapes a defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Ball at 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Judy there to grab it. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Opening script working gangbusters so far. 1st and 10 now at the 29. Lone back gets the handoff. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. This time it's a passing play. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cleveland! The Browns finish off their opening drive. David Njoku, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns start off well to tie things 7-7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rule starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. A lot of grass ahead. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs need only one to take the lead. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Browns and their quarterback ready to take over once again. And that passing touchdown, he started this game off with just what we expected from somebody who you can see is among the NFL leaders in finding the end zone this year. Shotgun snap, a gift of 4. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 3rd and a lone yard coming up. They go play action here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
That one complete to Njoku. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, inside the 30. Launching for the pylon, and he's got it! Touchdown! The Browns get it down to a single point. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Browns tie things up at 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at second in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He takes it himself. And he doesn't slide down, and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. A give right side, here's Pacheco. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Looking to throw Mahomes. He throws a bullet to the set. Big gain downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got 1st down from the 31. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Shakes him. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Ford straight ahead. And this one doesn't go far. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. Back now, pressure on its way. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Running left, here's Ford. Juke the defender. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. 1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing off the play fake here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, he makes the catch. Impressive grab, but he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Here we go. Shot. Track 60.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Throw reeled in by Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut it to a low point on the scoreboard. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. This one is up and good. And the Browns tie this game at 21. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchpad. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. They motion the tight end over. Trying again, following the sack. Completes this one to Rice. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah there to bring him down. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. Both teams neck and neck so far. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Now it's Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got it up to midfield and into Browns territory. 2nd down now, 7 to go. A counter give here to Pacheco. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. That was Martin Emerson with a stop that time. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Right back to Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Forced out to his right. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted actually, so 2nd down coming up. Pass play now. Into the hands of Tillman, complete. And he's going to be brought down up the 28-yard line. Chiefs in a nickel set for this 3rd down call. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Ford. He's out near midfield and still going. The 30. 20, 15 is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. On his Hopkins for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. Now he's past the 25. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Chiefs tie us up 28-all. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Ford. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Brought to a halt by Brian Cook. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Another one for Ford. Big gain. Has them across the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Handoff now out of the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. He's dropping back to throw. Chased out to his right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. From the gun, here's a handoff. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Back to throw now. Rolling left, buying some time. He's running for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
When you call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. Ford. And he's in for the touchdown. The Browns take a 2nd quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
The Browns. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out of the pocket. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. 3rd and 4 coming up now. One of the tight ends motioning left. 3rd and short, here's Mahomes. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Mahomes. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the air, Mahomes. Kelsey makes the catch. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They'll come up 1st and 10. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hauled to the ground by Jordan Hicks. So a crazy first half has finally reached the 2-minute warning. And it's the Chiefs with 2nd and 6. Here's Mahomes now. Stays in the pocket. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Chiefs earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Extra point by Butker is up and good. And the Chiefs tie this game 35 apiece. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Trap 60. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to take this one in for the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns get some late points and the lead. David Njoku, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one right down the middle. And the Browns break that tie and now lead by 7. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call. 1-844-MADDEN. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 2nd and 10 now. Throw is there for Ja'Tavion Sanders. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. 3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Again, Mahomes to throw. Hauled in by Rice. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Now it's Martin Emerson with a stop that time. Another throw for Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. The Chiefs will use their 3rd and final timeout. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. He's got time here. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And they get this down to the 28. So it's halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top at the break. Now it's down to Florida where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. The new signee from Dallas, Tony Pollard, a touchdown on the ground. From there, it's off to North Carolina to check on the Panthers at home in Charlotte. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to MetLife Stadium to see what's happening with the Giants at home in East Rutherford. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. The newest Steeler, Russell Wilson, with 2 touchdown passes. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. On the return, here comes Davis. The Browns headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ford. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Marcus Epps making the play. First down play, that's him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Lone back gets the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. David Njoku, the guy he was looking for. So that brings up 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. 2nd down.
Go check. Go check. Check. Stop there. Check. Ready.
Ford running to the right. Jukes one defender. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That's caught for the 1st. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. From the 21. Throw caught at the 6. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
19, Tiger, 19.
From the red zone now. He's on the move. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Get it. Street.
He gets it headed right. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
And he's across. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns grow the lead coming out of halftime. On is Hopkins for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Browns double their lead to 14. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a 1-score game. And he has enough room to gain about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Looking to throw Mahomes. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. Play action, Mahomes. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. Pacheco hauls it in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll go down here at the 16. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Up and good from Blankenship. And that'll get him back to 11.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home team sent to roam forward, ready to begin another drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ford straight ahead. Jukes out a 1-stop. They can't stop him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Big shot to begin the drive. Has him up beyond the 40. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Finds a man right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. Extra man in the secondary now for the Chiefs on 3rd down. Right side, cut by Davis. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. He'll throw it. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Handoff now from the gun. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here's a throw. And this is down all the way to the 3. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Only one on the carry, so that's going to bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
It's a gain of a yard.
Let's go.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ford.
At the 3-yard line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so...
And he will score. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Hopkins knocks the extra point through. And the Browns push their lead to 18.
56, Chiefs 38.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense set to take over again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Flushed out of the pocket. Took off with it again.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
From the 33 on 2nd down. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. Up the middle, and somebody blocked it! Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle. On the return, here comes Davis. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. Play action on 1st down. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. They get there to take him down right around the 41. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. They'll run here on 1st down. And he gets him around 6 there. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Marcus Epps making the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Another carry for him. Escapes a defender. Nice run across the 15. With some fancy footwork there for the touchdown. The Browns making a 3-possession game. PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns go up by 19. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense out to take over. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the fourth quarter. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yellow.
They send the tight end in motion. Bails out of the pocket quick. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Motioning the tight end now. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This one's caught. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Again, Mahomes to throw. Has it in close. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Chiefs 51.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. Starting from the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. And after a little running, he gets this up to the 32. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. Another one for Ford. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Staying on the ground with Ford. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. So as they face 4th down, on comes Corey Bajorquez to kick. This kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. It gives to Pacheco to start the drive. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here's Mahomes. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Tight end going in motion here. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Browns, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up with the big interception.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Here's Ford running right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. Shotgun snap, a give to Ford. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
Find me an offense that won't take that type of result every snap. Good execution, a quality game, and it moved the sticks.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Running left, here's Ford. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. So the Browns are going to kick the field goal on fourth down. Dustin Hopkins on for the attempt. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
Well, those 3 points make a comeback that much more difficult now. 2 touchdowns got to be scored. And that 2-point conversion, that's a job really well done.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Throwing on first down, Mahomes. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 11. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see third down. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Martin Emerson with the pick. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Ford running to the right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. First down, ball at the 36. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Browns looking at a 14-0 record. First down, ball at the 36. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he runs into a wall there. Multiple defenders ready to stop him cold at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. A give up the middle to Ford. And he takes this ahead to the 40-yard line before going down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Handoff running left. Ford. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use their third and final timeout. The Browns are lined up to punt. He gets this one away and really connected. This one is sky high. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Their offense ready to take the field now. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, it's been a tough watch.
A 2nd down throw for Mahomes. On the move, headed right. He gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Looking to throw it. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. And someone has officially flown higher than the Dutchman, Brock. That completion pushes him past Norm Van Brocklin for the most passing yards in a game in NFL history. The mark of 554 yards has stood resolute since back in 1951, and 7 decades later, someone has finally topped it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Intended target there was Xavier Worthy. And now they face 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. Mahomes trying to get here on 2nd and 10. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He drops it. Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down. Throwing now. He connects downfield on 4th. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Mahomes on 1st and 10. Near the goal line. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. So to a chorus of bucks from the dog pound, the Browns take the win at home. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. So for Brock Huard, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. It's a well-earned win for the Browns, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.